Spins away. Protected well. Caught. First down and more. Trying to get to the end zone. Yes, he does. Zach Ertz, touchdown.
By Cliff Kingsbury. They use Eckler on a wheel route to take the defender with him. Now watch where Ertz comes. After you'll see him wait, patiently wait. Eckler goes down that left sideline, takes the defender, and he just kind of slips out, makes the guy miss, and then he shows he's still got the wheels. Boy, Kraft's a good-looking tight end.
I'll say, yeah. Great year last year. Going deep again down the sideline, and the catch is not made in bounds.
Now, how good a look is this?
After review, the ruling on the field is a completed catch.
Yeah.
First down.
From the Dallas 48. Wilson protected. Heaving one. Wants Neighbors. Malik Neighbors! Touchdown Giants! He dropped it in the bucket from 48. This.
I mean, look at the concentration. He can't even see.
He's blindfolded.
He's blindfolded. His mouthpiece is bouncing around.
No biggie. Aubrey, does he have enough? On the way. It is! Good! That's why they trusted him.
Wow.
Never a doubt. On to overtime.
Wow.
To try and win this thriller. Aubrey got it into overtime and now wins it. What a ball game. Cowboys in OT.
To stabilize the team and the offense and go win some of these fourth quarter type ball games.
Oh, bad bounce goes through the hands of Caleb Johnson. He may have touched that ball. That would be a live ball. Let's see what the ruling is here. It is a touchdown. It's a touchdown. Oh, Seattle gets the score. A dreadful Pittsburgh special teams miscue.
Let's make sure he touched it.
But again, regardless, it lands in the landing zone. Yeah,
and if it goes out of the back of the end zone, it'd be at the 20.
At the 20 as a touchback.
At the 20 for Seattle.
So Rodgers goes to work from the 30, sidestepping some early pressure. What a throw on the move to Jalen Warren, who breaks into Seattle territory, breaks tackles, jukes tackles, weaves his way inside the 20, inside the 10. One of the best catches and runs you'll see all weekend.
Guy a chance, and then as soon as you catch, go make a play. But watch all the black and yellow jerseys down the field. Look at DK Metcalf trying to get a piece of his old teammate. He's got the cavalry in front. You got Freiermuth in front, big 88.
Nacua shifting. They'll give it to him, and he's got it, and then some. Nacua is going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rams.
And Puka Nacua. Sean McVay talked about how they kind of use a running back mentality with him because of how he plays so physical and violent. Well, here, he literally was a running back.
49 seconds to play. Second quarter. Warren looking. Looping out of trouble. Trying to set up receivers. He's going to throw against his body to the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Spectacular.
He's going to scramble around, going to use his legs, buy himself some time. And he's going to look all the way across. The one thing they always tell you not to do, don't throw across your body, but he's going to throw across.
Certainly nothing of concern for him. He took some snaps and went back out there, but expect him to ice it throughout this game.
Thank you, Trace. Look at that move by Cook. Oh, it's still going. James Cook to the end zone for a touchdown and a brilliant run.
Yards, and this move back to the other side, right here and then here.
Come on.
His second touchdown of the game.
I'm not saying he's underrated, Jim, but I'm saying he's underrated. And
it's a 2nd and 3. Coming after him again. Got the edge on Bosa. He's running for the first. Taking it to the middle. What a run by Fields out to the 48-yard line.
Not for this game, but I'm saying for me to, as a fan, to know how good really is Justin Fields. I know that sounds silly, but this drive, we're down 20-3. You got it back. We got timeouts, but I need you, quarterback. I need you to save us. Get us back.
Ehringer gets it away.
Another good boot, driving Washington back to his 27-yard line. He bobbles it for a second, still going as he spins forward, trying to get to the outside. Washington gets by the punter, down the sideline. Malik Washington to the house. Touchdown, Miami. 74 yards. Back for a touchdown in 5 years. Jakeem Grant in November of 2020.
The one thing, when you punt the ball that far, sometimes you outpunch your coverage, and this was just a terrific effort by Malik Washington, making the first and second guys miss.
Patterson to Gibson, who gets a running start on that catch. Gibson across the 30. Antonio Gibson still going. Can he return the favor? Down the sideline. You gotta be kidding me. Back to back. A 90-yard touchdown.
Now you're like, hey, if I can return him. Nice jump cut there, and then he got good wedge of blocking that he bounced off of. And once he got to the sideline, he outruns KJ Britt, the linebacker from Miami, and dives into the end zone.
Browning, 5 in the pattern. Rolls to the right, off the back foot, throw is intercepted. Across the body throw, Andrew Wingard all over it. And the former Wyoming Cowboy tiptoes down the sideline.
Coverage led to the mistake. Browning has nothing early. He throws it late into a party of Jags defenders.
Coach Logan Ryan at Rutgers. They go way back. Browning, paint ball. One hand. Are you serious? Mitchell Tinsley.
You want to double Jamar Chase? Fine. I got something for you. The one hand, the 1 foot.
But where's the second?
It is so special to see the impact we can have.
Yep, no doubt about that as they find Jennings running free. Jawan Jennings going to take it in for a San Francisco touchdown.
And you can see why Kyle Shanahan was not real worried about him playing quarterback. It was just who was going to be there. And you could see that that hesitation by Pete Werner again.
3rd and 6. Rattler, pressure coming, floats it down the sideline, one-on-one for Johnson. Makes the adjustment, it's a touchdown!
Passes, and this is phenomenal. The concentration, the hand-to-eye, and then he gets...
4th down, a little more than 2. Fannon's off to the right. Flacco out of the gun, looking to throw. Throws to the right. It's up for grabs, and it's caught. It was deflected. It was deflected by Humphrey and caught for a touchdown by Cedric Tilman.
You know who's not stunned? Ravens fans, because they're so used to seeing stuff like this.
Oh, my.
Right through Marlon Humphrey's hands, right to Cedric Tilman. You can't make this up.
They've been off the charts with explosive plays. After changing the play, Lamar backpedaling. He does this so well and then finds an opening. He runs up and throws toward the end zone. Caught!
But I do agree that he possesses it. But DeAndre Hopkins' left knee is clearly down at that point. So the moment he possesses it.
Williams on 3rd and long. It is complete. Odunze inside the 10 to the end zone. Touchdown!
Rome Odunze just goes across the field and nobody accounts for him. This is one of the rare times that you see the Lions in zone.
180 was it? Fake to Gibbs. Goff complete. Jamison Williams across midfield. Still going. Inside the 30. Cuts to the inside. Brought down at the 12.
It's the perfect play call against this rare zone defense that Dennis Allen plays. You have
It's 2nd down and 13 for Knicks. 4-5 through the air. McGlinchey trying to block. Here comes the rush from Lewis. Downfield, he's got him! Caught! What a grab! Franklin outstretched, holds it in. Downfield. 3 plowing his way. Watch that long pass completion again.
So Nix is looking to the right the entire time. And as he scrambles to the left, Kenny Moore freezes thinking,
to get a big chunk, to get a big distance, take it all the way.
Daniel Jones, they got by one. Taylor gets by another. Oh, he's off to the races. A foot race with Sertan. Here comes Hufanga. There goes Taylor. Out of bounds at the 9. Oh, what a run. 69 yards.
They've done a great job of containing him most of the day, keeping it to short gains. There he breaks through a tackle. Two guys are in position. Singleton and Sertan are in position, but they jump too far to the outside, which allows Taylor to get inside.
Cardinals rush 4. They protect Price, and he completes. McMillan off to the races. Boy, the Panthers desperately looking for any kind of momentum. Had that 1 year with Drew Petzing on that Cleveland team in 2022. Petzing was his quarterback coach. Well, here comes Roseboom, shot out of a cannon. What a play by Murray. A magic trick. No way. Look at Murray. Gone. He's gone. Unreal.
You get a free shot, and you think, just when you think you have a chance to make a negative play, it's been a workmanlike, business-like, efficient day for Murray, but then
Blitz, Mahomes over the middle, Kelsey. Oh, it's picked off. It's Makuba who's got it, and room to run. One man to beat, and he's taken out. Andrew Makuba, the rookie from Texas, on the bounce off of Kelsey, and a huge play for the Eagles.
Incredible. Patrick makes a great throw on the angle route. Travis just a little late getting his head around. Perfect place to throw the ball if you're Patrick. And Makuba, Johnny on the spot.
The first and 20. 5-man pressure this time, but it's picked up. Mahomes loaded up, going deep. Has Thornton again. This time he's got it. Touchdown.
It's got Thornton on the left side of the screen, all by himself deep. Patrick bought enough time to make this throw.
Can he bookend the week with another big quarter? Not starting like that. Ball's out and recovered by Divine Diablo. The pressure came from Zach Harrison.
Player. It's just, I don't, this is a team that's well coached. They averaged 27 points a game last year. They went 14-3. Sam Darnold was the quarterback.
Falcons charge a timeout with that injury in the final 2 minutes. 12 seconds remaining. Atlanta bringing 5. McCarthy trying to load up and throw down the middle. There's Jefferson. JJ to the 33-yard line with time.
The route moves is what makes this guy so special. Watch the little wiggle at the top here and right past the safety. He got up on this safety so fast he's going to try and jump it, and you can see just wrong foots him and gets all the...
Woody Marks, a rookie running back from USC, now in the backfield next to Stroud. On first down, end zone shot. Collins, he's got it. Touchdown, Texans, what a catch. What a throw. Let's see if he was indeed inbounds.
He's got it there. The right toe comes down in.
The question is, was the left foot still down when he secured the catch? It's a scoring play, so they will obviously look at it.
Yeah, Joe, in this situation, what they're going to be looking at is whether the shin
ruling on the field
touches
of
the ground.
Touchdown is under further review.
Whether the shin touches the ground before the top of the leg touches the out of bounds, but it looks like you also might have 2 feet touching the ground after you had control. So they'll take a look at this, but I think they'll stay with it.
Second down and 2. Irving. Alshire cannot make the stop. Irving still rolling down inside the 25.
Feel, knowing that David is going to be Azeez Al-Shaair in coverage, and he just puts his foot in the ground and gets going north and south. You see how hard he is to get to the ground, and what an impact he has made on this football team since he was drafted in the 4th round.
Hampton fumbles the football. The one thing you cannot do in this situation, the rookie coughs it up. Max Crosby, who else made the play?
It's that tackler, that tight end. He gets inside the tight end once again, and that ball pops out. Ridiculous by Max Crosby.
Yeah, you saw Hampton bring his eyes up when he saw 98 closing in, and that's what led to the fumble. He keeps mentioning the future gold jacket. And he talks about Mac almost with awe. Herbert launches downfield. It's Johnson in stride. Touchdown, Chargers. 60 yards.
Sell job by. Watch Quentin Johnston look like he's going to run the crosser and then wrap it back around. Then Caillou Blue Kelly, watch, freeze it. He's going to start pointing like Johnston's on that crosser and then that pylon. Beautiful read by Justin Herbert.
He's got to have